Welcome back to the Real Estate Rat Pack Radio Show with Chris, Joe, and Rob. The crew is taking your calls, so dial in at 1-800-808-5548.
And we are back, ready for one more crazy moment right there.
What was that about?
That was a song it's a song from Enrique Iglesias called Bailando. So it means we're all dancing. Basically, we're having a good time, having a crazy time. I want to give a big shout out. We have somebody here in the studio right now. His name is Michael Board. And he is a big cause for 2 out of our 3 guests we have right now.
I know. We give him
he is with Capital Title, let me tell you. Great title company all over Texas. More importantly, with great offices here in Houston. And Michael, you're actually up in 2 offices up there. You're actually in our Woodlands office and...
Yeah, I'm up in our Woodlands office and our Spring office. We're on Research Forest in the Woodlands, and we're on Lowetta in Spring. 2 great offices.
2 great offices with some great closers up there. I know that a lot of these ladies can speak to how good their services is in there.
And he's always open to a round of golf, too.
Yeah, exactly. He likes to play golf just a little bit, from what I understand.
Not available until noon today.
Well, in the house, we have Tina Brickhouse.
We have a brick house.
So how many times have you had to put up with that, Tina?
Every day of my life.
Every day. So talk about your career. You're with Keller Williams also. You're up there with Cindy. You're the assistant team leader, if I'm correct. Hopefully I did get it correct. I got Shannon's name wrong, but
that's correct.
Something okay. How'd you start in real estate?
I started in real estate in 2010. Stay-at-home mom for 18 years, and decided
I needed the break.
Maybe I need a career. I don't have enough to do. So I got into real estate in 2010. Was a realtor for 4 years. Started as a assistant team leader about 5 months ago.
Oh, awesome! Well, congratulations. You're working for a great team up there, and I know a lot of the people up there and things like that. So, what are you seeing in the marketplace? Your experience, of course, you've been on the realtor side more recently, and now you're in the management side, taking care of all the 451 children. And, of course, you have to take care of Cindy also.
Professional children.
And that's a big job.
Yeah. And
Cindy is the biggest job.
Yeah, keeping up with Cindy is probably a full-time job. But how is that transition for you?
I loved being an agent, but I love working for my agents now. I love hearing what their goals and their passions are and helping them figure out how to get there.
Yeah, you just went to October, and then when we sit down with all of them and say, okay, what are your goals for next year and things like that, and then you have to coach and go, that's too low. And
yep.
And so
always aim high.
But you get a great little aha and a great little payoff and a great warm fuzzy when the light goes off. You've given them some advice, you've coached them, you've told them you need to aim higher, and then they hit it.
Oh, I live vicariously through my agents because I want them all to succeed. I want them to go and get everything they want and go for it.
And you know what? Bruce wants that too.
Yeah, he sure does.
And he's good at it. Of course, he's a big believer in coaching as well, because I think he's coached by 2 coaches. And I think Diane's coached, and you probably are working with one of the Keller Williams coaches out of probably another MAPS coaches. Yeah, I remember.
Rob, you said something about coaching, and you're absolutely right. I've been in the business for 20 years, and when I joined Keller Williams, they gave me a coach. I'm going to tell you, it's the best thing I ever did. I mean, because I've been in the business 20 years, I still don't know everything. Nobody does.
Can't.
But having a personal coach to encourage you and help you work through issues and help you get to the next level, everybody needs a coach.
It's just making sure you're accountable to somebody. I mean, we're accountable to somebody.
Let's try that with Congress.
What
do you think that would look like?
What a concept.
We'll send over the MAPS coaches over to all the congressional leaders and see if we can't get them to do something.
Well, I think Diana Kokoska could probably get them straightened out.
I've taken coaching with her. She's awesome.
Yes.
She is awesome.
The true champions out there, if you ever look at anybody who, in any sport, anything, the Michael Jordans of the world, that type of thing, who you would think arguably are the people who need coaching the least are the ones who had the most coaching.
Look at Michael Phelps.
They had, I think Jordan at his high point of his game had 7 different coaches.
Absolutely.
That's what it takes to continue to pull greatness out of you, is to get that drive.
My son is in the minor leagues for the Kansas City Royals, and he probably has had 20 coaches in his lifetime, and they all contribute something different into turning them into a great athlete and a great person as well, because it's not just about your skills. It's, what kind of integrity do you have behind that as well. So,
do you ever call you and say, Mom, I learned something new today?
Absolutely.
I never knew about. That's so
I
cool.
love it. 4 a.m. So. Those 4 a.m. calls.
Rob, you said something about, maybe just joining Keller Williams. That was the one thing, even though in 20 years I've been in real estate and I've taken a lot of courses, of personal growth. You need to remember personal growth. That's what I was looking for, some additional personal growth. And coaching is not just, you go take a class and you learn something from it. It's taking that class 4 or 5 times or working with that consistent coach. A lot of our top producers, they're in coaching.
It's about mastery. Yeah. It's about mastery. It's about mastery,
but
continuing to
you hear something different. You hear something different each time.
You hear things when it applies, because sometimes I've heard things over and over and over again, and all of a sudden it applied to me. It didn't apply before, but things have changed, and now it's like, oh, aha. I've heard this before, but now I know why I needed it.
I teach a class called Networking Like a Pro, and all about that face-to-face marketing, and I refuse to give it away for free. I never give any of my classes away for free.
All about that base-to-base marketing, you said?
oh, God.
Pretty funny, Chris.
So there has to be some skin in the game that to really push you to learn. But I encourage people to take it a second time, and I will let them attend the second time for free. And we've had
some for free?
Yeah, exactly. Only after they paid for it once. So technically, it's running. I'm just dividing the cost. But anyway, one thing that we've kind of laughed about for the folks who've taken a second time is like it's a different class. You even though the material's the same, people ask different questions in the class, all that sort of thing, and it takes on a little different flavor every time. And it's the same thing with that coaching. And when you review a subject and pushing you and challenging you, you can see it 5 different times. But like Rob said, it's like it applied this time. I'm in a different place this time. So that's the power of coaching. And really great people have lots of coaches. I know we have a call on the line. And I can't see the screen. Everybody's just waving their party hand at me.
It is Jason who's calling in with a question.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing great, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing great. Well, I was actually just calling in to give a good testimonial for the 2 special guests there in the room.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I'm up here in the Woodlands, and I got to tell you that the Keller Williams with Cindy Hamann and Tina Brickhouse, there's a lot of different options up here, and you're talking about the coaching and the culture and that type of stuff, and no one really exudes that like Keller Williams and these 2 ladies right here. And so it's a testament. Not all real estate firms are like that, and it's definitely they're being coached and they're coaching their agents. So I've had a lot of clients that have really good experience with them.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Jason.
That's so sweet.
Did y'all pay him to call in?
No.
Actually, seriously answering that. No.
Well, I'll tell you, Jason also is a coach, and he does a fantastic job. And Jason and I, we bounce a lot of ideas off of one another, almost maybe sometimes daily, weekly. We get together and exchange ideas about how to help agents. So he does a great job. He's with Cherry Creek Mortgage there in the Woodlands. They do a great job. So yeah, he's also a great coach.
Can we invoice him now?
Yes.
No, Jason's a fantastic gentleman, and he's got a great company, and they take care of Cherry Creek Mortgage takes care of their clients.
That's 2 invoices.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question though, as far as real estate is concerned, and kind of what I've seen right now in the industry is I'm getting a lot of clients that are, they're wanting to sell their house and buy a house sometime next year, maybe April, March, February. And I tell them all the time that they really shouldn't wait around until next year, that there's so much involved in the process. Tina, Cindy, what are your thoughts on, you have Exxon coming in, all these reloads, and then people are just waiting around to get their ducks in a row. What should someone do right now?
Well, I think first off, find a great real estate agent that you believe in, and have them come out and consult with them. We are low in inventory. People are moving into the Woodlands. We have, people waiting to buy houses as well. So the quicker you list, your house doesn't have to be perfect to list it. People are going to come in most of the time and change things anyway. So really, it's all about the consultation.
I definitely want to chime in on that question, Jason. Being in the credit improvement arena, people never think about their credit until they need their credit. And that is such a tragic mistake because at this time of year, my business slows down like a lot of the real estate industry because people aren't really thinking about buying and selling as much at this time of year. But it's exactly when they should be thinking about it. When spring rolls around and now you want to try to move into that dream home, that's not the time to take the first look at your credit, and issues you've got going on, because the average client is with us 4 to 6 months. That's the typical time frame. The average person doesn't realize that 1 in 5 people have mistakes, errors on their credit. And 1 in 10 have mistakes that are serious enough to cause financial damage, and they don't even know. They're oblivious to it.
Well, and in saying that as well, I mean, when you're a buyer, you need to have gone to a mortgage officer, a lender, and you need to get that pre-approval, because when you're in a market where listings are few and you are battling for to buy that house, to purchase that house, you need to have your ducks in a row. You need to have already planned that out.
Absolutely. We got a 2-minute warning here. So, we're about to.
Jason, I know wanted to say something real quick. We're running out of time, Jason. But if you had a final thought or something, go ahead.
Well, I was just thinking. What I'm hearing from all of you is it's never too early to make a good game plan, like any coach might have, and it can save you some money. Whether you can fix your credit score, or it can help you secure the house, or just having that game plan will help you react more quickly whenever that time may come. So I think that's great advice.
And the interest rates are still very low, and the prices are still going up. So now's the time.
Absolutely. We are down to the final couple seconds here of the show.
Absolutely, down to a couple minutes. One of the things we like to do is do our lightning round to get around to everybody.
Well, it's going to be a real lightning round.
And it's going to be a real lightning round, and in like 30 seconds or less, let us know what you want everybody to leave the show with, if you don't mind.
Now's the time to put your home on the market. Don't listen to your friends, and let's do this. Call Keller Williams.
Okay, now, Shannon, you have to come back on that one.
When you list your home, make sure you interview your agent well and make sure they're going to do a lot of great marketing for you. Our company is Registered Real Estate Advisors, but most people know us as rrea.com.
And if you're looking to become a real estate agent, just contact me, Keller Williams, in the Woodlands, Tina Brickhouse, 281-772-3060.
And shameless plug, because it is the truth, if you are considering buying or selling coming in the spring, look at your credit now, please.
Yes. One of the things I tell everybody is the month of December right now, I am having my best month in the mortgage industry ever. So it has not slowed down. It is continuing to move extremely fast out there. I've had a multi-million-dollar week, and this month's going to be absolutely the best one ever. So it's one of those things. I tell everybody we're in that perfect storm. Real estate's still available out there, and rates are all-time low. We like to leave everybody with a really good quote. This is from our favorite, Teresa Kennedy, who actually brought in our catering this morning.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun right there. Still want to give a big shout-out to them. But it says, learn to be content in every season. Be grateful for what you have. I think that's absolutely great for what we have. Until next time, look us up on Facebook or on realestateratpack.com. We are out.
And you've been listening to the Real Estate Rat Pack. The question is, who's Frank, who's Sammy, who's Dean, and who's the other guy?
Chris is Frank, he's Dean, and I'm Sammy.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So tune in to the really big show every Saturday at 9 a.m. right here on 100.7 The Word, KKHT.